Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. In this video, I'll be showing you how to achieve a blousing effect on your garments. The blousing effect actually occurs on the top of a garment. The blousing effect is actually for a garment with a waist seam, okay, a waistline. So you can connect the top, you connect to the skirt part. So I'll be showing you what to expect in this video, what it means to have a blousing effect on a garment. Now, looking at this garment, you can see how lovely the garment is. This is a ready to wear. I did not make this. It's an old dress of mine. About almost 7 years ago, I got this dress and I've been wearing it. So now this is the effect I am talking about. Can you see? Now you can see that this line is actually the natural waistline of this particular garment. And you can see the waistline here. The top is coming right from here down, and here is the natural waistline, and you can see the overhang. Can you see the overhang? So in this video, I'll be showing you how to achieve this, how much to add so to have an effect like this. Once you watch the video, you'll get to understand how much overhang and how to, you need to add and how to calculate it. Okay, and you should also understand that before this effect can happen, it has to be, controlled by about 4 things, okay, and one of those things is an elastic. So you could run an elastic here that will give you this effect, or you could even put a band that would also give this effect, and it could also be in form of a belt. You can make a belt and attach to it, and of course it will give you this effect. But this video I will be considering just the lining. So lining is one of the things that you can use to hold this into place. Okay, so I'll be using lining in order to hold it into place. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. All right, guys, to achieve a blousing effect, you need to decide how much overhang that you need. Okay, now you already understand what blousing effect means on a garment, and right now this video is all about how to go about it. I have my basic patterns here with me. For me, I wouldn't want too much overhang, so I will be coming down by 1.5 inches. And if you are to come down by 1.5 inches, that automatically means that your overhang is going to be 3/4 of an inch. If you want to add 3 inches to the length of your pattern, it shows that you want 1.5 overhang, 1.5 inches of overhang on your garment. I hope you understand my point. So you want it to drop with only 1.5 inches. So now this depends, the amount of, or the measurement that you add or you decide to add will automatically result into how much overhang that you will eventually have. So for me, I could add 2 inches for me to have just 1 inch overhang. I could have 1.5 inches just for me to have 3/4 of an inch overhang. I hope you understand. So now I'm going to be working on the back pattern first. Okay, then after the back pattern, I'll move to the front pattern. Now I'll be needing paper to add to the length, and you can see that this line is going to be of course is my center back, and I've already did some adjustment here in order to reduce zipper bulge. Now you can, because there's going to be an overhang, you may just avoid doing the alteration here or doing the adjustment here, instead of going in, reducing the going into the body's pattern by 1/2 inch on the waistline in order to reduce zipper bulge. You may decide to just leave it. Okay, since there's going to be an overhang, you may just decide to do what? Leave it the way the pattern was before. Okay, so but because I have already reduced or adjusted the center back, so I can as well bring down from here and add it back, or do it that way. Okay, but if you are drafting your pattern afresh, my advice is for you not to do any adjustment on the center back. You just leave it the way it is. Okay, so I haven't done this before. I haven't used a pattern that has been adjusted on the center back to make this pattern before. So this is my first time of doing it. So I'll just see how it's going to look if I use this pattern exactly the way it is. Like I said, I had already reduced a zipper bulge here by just simply going in. Of course, you know what you do to avoid zipper bulge. So I've done it already, and I'm going to be using this pattern the way it is right now, just for me to have an idea of how it's going to look. Down by 1.5 inches, or you can do 2 inches, you can do, but just know that whatever amount of overhang you decide to have, double of it is what you're going to add to the length of your pattern. Note that. So I'm going to be adding 1.5 because I want like 3/4 or 1 inch, so I think 1.5 is fine for me. Okay, so I'm going to connect these 2 points together. Then you can connect this way. Now I also want to say that if you want to have a loose, pattern or a loose top on your skirts, okay, then I would advise that you come in from this side line, you come in by 1.5 inches, okay, then from here you measure like this till you get to 3 inches. You measure 3 inches from here inside, then that point you connect it to the 1.5 inches mark here, okay, then with a straight line, then you open up and spread, okay. Then here as well, you transfer this pattern, sorry, the dart on the shoulder, you transfer it to this point, okay. So by the time you open up, okay, and you open here as well, and you open here, you close this place will be opened. Now the idea is just to create fullness, to add fullness to your pattern. Now after you have added fullness, you open up this place by transferring this one to this side, and by the time you are doing this, you will notice that the shape will be a bit strange, okay. The combination, transferring that to here, the shape it will give you might not be that familiar to you, but just don't worry, just open it up with the little amount of dart that you have here, okay. So, and you open this side and maybe open it up by 1.5 inches, okay. So after opening it up like that, then you can now come down by 2 inches or 1.5, come down like that and decide how much of overhang that you need or that you want. So this is what you're going to do if you are to add fullness to it, okay, because in some styles that you will see that the upper part is fuller than the skirt part, okay. So this is what you're going to do. I'm going to take my scissors and cut. I have added my zipper allowance of 3/4 inch. The fabric is a bit stretchy, so I don't want any dart here, and that's why I want to transfer it to this point, okay. On the back pattern, I came out from the side seam line by 1 3/8 inch, okay, because I want it a bit fuller, okay. So, and that's what I will be doing on the front pattern as well. So from here now, this point is 1 3/8. I've measured it already with my pencil. So all I need to do is just to fold in this dart. Now I can connect from this point to the 1 3/8, 1.375. Yeah. Now that I've added the allowance, so I'll just open up this way to see what I have just done. Now here I'm going to add to the length just the way I did for the back. You can see I added 1.5 inches to the length of the back pattern, and I'm going to do the same thing. Look at what I've done. So this is my final pattern. If you guys want me to show you the sewing aspect of this, then let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.